Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Augie Schmidt Field for today's CCIW doubleheader between the Wheaton College Thunder and the Carthage College Redmen. At this time, we will do the starting lineups, beginning with the visiting Wheaton College Thunder, who enter at 16-12 and 6-6 in the CCIW. Leading off, center fielder number 3, Nick Mailman. Batting second baseman number 5, Ben Britton.
Batting third, first baseman number 24, Peter Newman. Batting fourth, right fielder number 26, Johnny Peltz. Batting fifth, the designated hitter number 13, Clay Morrison. Batting sixth, the left fielder number 35, Evan Ogden. Batting seventh, the shortstop number 4, John McKenna. Batting eighth, third baseman number 28, Noah Ritchie. And batting ninth, the catcher number 20, Kyle Trivitz. The starting pitcher for the Thunder, warming up in the left field bullpen, number 40, Daniel Byer. And now the starting lineup for the Carthage College Redmen, who enter with a record of 13-11 and 6-5 in the CCIW. Leading off, right fielder number 8, Jared Knespel. Batting second, shortstop number 7, Jordan Weigold. Batting third, second baseman number 3, Matt Rave. Batting fourth, first baseman number 32, Reed Hero. Batting fifth, third baseman number 22, Zach Wade. Batting sixth, the designated hitter number 21, Ryan Rogers. Batting seventh, the catcher number 27, Nick Pierce. Batting eighth, left fielder number 17, Alex Leto. And batting ninth, the center fielder number 4, Drew Karosik. The starting pitcher for the Redmen today, number 25, Kevin Tybor.
Welcome to Augie Schmidt Field, everyone, as we get set for baseball this afternoon here at Carthage College, as the Carthage Redmen get set to entertain the Wheaton College Thunder. Big ball game is these two teams battling it out among 4 teams battling for the final 2 spots in the CCIW for the conference tournament. Carthage coming in with a record of 13-11, Wheaton with a record of 16-12. The Redmen a half game ahead of Wheaton in the conference standings at 6-5. Wheaton coming in at 6-6. So a very important doubleheader for both teams here today. The Redmen coming off a split of their doubleheader. Actually, that was played here yesterday against the Elmhurst Blue Jays as they dropped the first game, coming back to win the nightcap in that one. Wheaton coming off a doubleheader loss to Carroll yesterday out in Waukesha. So this is a very important game for both teams as far as conference tournament implications are. Right now, though, let's enjoy our national anthem from Augie Schmidt Field. So you mentioned an important ball game here for this both these teams. Wheaton winning the first game of this 3-game set earlier this week in the Wheaton area, 6-5 in 10 innings. A walk-off run in the 10th inning of that ball game has set the tone for the Wheaton win as they defeated the Redmen on Tuesday. So as I said, this top half of this order kind of a you go, we go kind of situation. Mailman, he gets on base percentage of .434. He has stolen 16 bases in 20 attempts. Makes this Wheaton team run. And the first offering by Tiber inside, and we are underway.
Leading off for the Thunder, center fielder Nick Mailman.
Breezy afternoon here on the Kenosha Lakefront. Wind out of the south-southwest, gusting at 25. Temperature in the mid-70s here this afternoon. Don't have to worry about the wind off the lake here today. It is a gorgeous afternoon for baseball. Tiber behind 2-0 here to leadoff man Mailman. Sails away 3-0. And you don't want to walk this guy. It's speed at the top half and bottom half of this order as the automatic in and over for strike one. So it makes this team very difficult to play. The leadoff hitter gets on, it sets the entire offense in motion for this Wheaton team. Curveball in and over, strike two. Tibers come back now to run the count full 3-2. Just underway here at Augie Schmidt Field. Tibers 3-2 pitch. Right away, ball four. Leadoff man on for the Thunder. Only the seventh walk issued by Tiber this season. Ben Britton, the second baseman and the leading hitter on the team for the Wheaton Thunder, coming in with a .353 batting average, 1 home run, 14 RBIs. As we mentioned, Mailman 16 for 20, so Pierce has got to be ready here. He'll take his lead at first. Tiber will work from the stretch. First offering, breaking ball missing inside, 1-0. Infield back. Wade even with the bag at third. Hero will hold the runner on at first as Mailman takes his lead. The 1-0 pitch. Grounded to short. Weigold up with it. Flip to second to Rave. Over to first. Double play. Taylor made a little roller right to Weigold at short. Easy flip to second, and Rave able to turn it back to Hero. Two men gone here in the top half of the first inning. Peter Newman, the senior first baseman for the Thunder. .293 hitter, 5 home runs, 25 driven in, fouls that one straight back. Boy, that's a big double play there. Got one of the leading stolen base guys in the CCIW on at first with a leadoff walk, and erased on the double play. Breaking ball in and over for strike two. 0-2 the count here to the first baseman Newman. Shoots low, 1-2. Kevin Grosimer, the home plate umpire. Dwayne Fountain working the bases today. 1-2 delivery. Grounded to first. Hero up with it on one hop. Steps on the bag, and the side is retired here in the top half of the first. No runs on no hits, no errors, and nobody left. We head to the bottom half of the first inning. Is no score between Wheaton and here's Canespo to lead things off for the Redmen. Jared hitting .380 on the year. 1 home run, 11 driven in. There, the big lanky right-hander delivers on the corner for a strike. Shoots the corner and misses. 1-1 the count. Looking quickly, the 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball in and over, strike two, 1-2 to Canespo. Fouls that one over the third base side. Redmen split their doubleheader with the Blue Jays yesterday. Popped up on the infield. Catcher Trivets backs off. Now it's the pitcher, dropped the ball in fair territory. It'll be an error on the pitcher, Bayer. Again, in on the fish with that fastball, popped straight up, and with that wind gusting at times to 20 miles per hour, blew it right back to the pitcher, Bayer, and it hit the heel of his glove and fell out. That'll rule an error, allowing Knespo to reach here in the first inning. Jordan Weigold, the shortstop, takes the first pitch for a strike. See if the Redmen can get something going here. Knespo 6 for 9 in the stolen base department this year. Infield back. Third baseman back behind the bag at third as this one's fouled down the right side. Quickly now 0-2 to Weigel. Weigel 0 for 3 in game one of that doubleheader against the Blue Jays. Lost that first game 7-6. Throw over to first. Knespo in safely. And that game played here yesterday. It was originally scheduled for Butterfield Park, just downside of Elmhurst, and the wet conditions decided late Thursday to move the game up here with the field turf infield. 1-2 the count to Weigel. Knespo takes his lead at first. The stretch by Bayer. And the pitch popped him up. It'll drift foul and out of play behind home plate. Huge game here. Huge doubleheader. Redmond with a half-game lead over Wheaton in the standings, coming in at 6-5. Wheaton at 6-6. Lost that game as, again, throw over to first and Knespo back safely. Redmond having lost that game in extra innings on Tuesday puts a little pressure on this doubleheader. Don't want to lose the series here. That may be your tiebreaker if these two teams end up battling for that third or fourth position. Count even now at 2-2 to Weigel. Matt Rave on deck. Knespo will take his lead over at first. Bayer working from the stretch. There goes the runner. Pitch swung on, popped up down the right side. It will drift foul and into the bullpen area behind the first base dugout. Hit and run action here between Weigel and Knespo. Talking to Augie before the game, Augie Schmidt, the manager, coach for the Redmen. Starting pitching, really good. It's been the relief pitching and clutch hitting late that have hampered the Redmen effort this year. Runner not going. The pitch swung on, driven into right field, and that one will get down between the outfielders to the wall. Rounding second and hitting the third is Knespo, and standing up at second with a double is Weigel. That'll go as a hit. Connell a double all the way. Knespo moving to third, so runners at second and third. Nobody out here in the bottom half of the first inning. They'll bring up the second baseman, Matt Rave. Rave, a .398 hitter. 2 home runs, 18 RBIs. Bear steps off. Now time is called. Trivets wants to come out and have a word with his pitcher. racing for ball. Runners take their lead. That one's popped foul, and that will drift beyond the third base dugout, not a play. Redmond came back to win the second game of that doubleheader yesterday, 13-3. Rave 2 for 4 and a pair of RBIs in that second game. Pops that one up foul, right side, giving chase the first baseman. Will drift behind the dugout, out of play. Rave still alive, 1-2. Tim Sulik got the win yesterday. Reigning pitcher of the week this past week in the CCIW. Sulik's now 4-2. Went 7 1/3 yesterday. Scattered 12 hits and allowed 3 runs. Bears pitch. Fastball missing high, 2-2. No score. We're in the bottom half of the first inning. Redmond with the first 2 hitters on. Espel reaching on an error by the pitcher and a double by Wagle. Pitch inside. 3-2 now to Rave, the second baseman. Reed Hero on deck for the Redmen. Field back, outfield, center field shaded over toward right. Pitch into the dirt, they're loaded. So Rave draws a walk to load the bases for the cleanup hitter, Reed Hero.
Now batting the first baseman, Reed Hero.
Hero, the senior, 405 on the year. 3 home runs, 25 driven in. Time called as pitching coach out there to visit a little bit here. Trey Frailer I should say, assistant baseball coach in charge of the pitching department here for Matt Houston and the Wheaton Thunder. Hero with a chance to open up the scoring here. Bases loaded, nobody out. Bear will work from the stretch. First pitch, popped him up. Trivets, the catcher underneath it, makes the play, 1 gone. Big out there for the Wheaton Thunder. First out of the inning. They'll bring up the third baseman, Zach Wade. Bases remain loaded, 1 out. Swing and a miss, off speed pitch that time, fooling Wade. Oh for 4 in game 2 yesterday was Wade. Oh for 6 in the doubleheader. Takes that one low and away. Evens the count now at 1-1. Golden opportunity here for the Redmen. Espel got on by error. Weigold's double moved him to third. Rave drew a walk, but first pitch swinging Hero hopping one foul as that pitch just missed inside. Bayer comes down the mound with a little glare into the home plate umpire. 2-1 the count to Zach Wade. Big gap in left center field here for Wade. Pitch away and on the corner. Evens it now at 2-2. Air works from the stretch. Pitch lined into right center. It'll be get down for a base hit. 2 runs are going to score. Hero will move over, or Rava should say, from first to third on the RBI single by Zach Wade, driving in 2 runs. And Espel coming around to score. Wagold in from second. Redmond on the board early here, 2-0. Ryan Rogers, the designated hitter. 367 batting average, 2 home runs, 18 driven in this year. Espel shooting the corner on the inside for strike. Rogers with a 2-for-4 day in game 1 of that doubleheader yesterday. Also drove in a pair. Time called by the home plate umpire. Again, a huge gap in left center field here. Ogden playing closer to the line and left as the curveball misses inside. 1-1 the count. Mailman, the center fielder, shading over toward right, so big gap. Over the shortstop in the left center. Bear from the stretch. Pitch grounded to short. Up when it was McKenna to second for 1. The relay in time for the double play. 6, 4, 3, and out go the Redmen here in this first inning. But they score a pair on a couple of base hits. There was 1 error and 1 man left. Your score after 1 complete here in Kenosha: Carthage 2, Wheaton College 0. Middle of the order for the Wheaton Thunder here in inning number 2. It'll be Johnny Peltz, followed by Morrison, then Ogden. Carthage with an early 2-0 lead, scoring 2 in the bottom half of the first inning.
Leading off the top of the second for the Thunder, the right fielder,
Peltz, a 301 hitter. 3 home runs, 18 driven in. First team all CCIW a season ago. Ball outside corner for a strike. Kevin Tiber on the hill for the Redmen in game 1 of our doubleheader. Line shot in the left for a base hit. Peltz leads off the second with a sharp single to left. Designated hitter Clay Morrison, the sophomore.
Now batting the designated hitter, Clay Morrison.
Morrison 266 on the year, 1 home run, 7 RBI. Peltz another good base runner, 11 for 13 in the stolen base department. There's a line shot, gets down foul down the right field line. Morrison out of Brentwood, Tennessee. There goes the runner Peltz, and the pitch goes past the catcher Pierce out of his glove. Be a stolen base here for Peltz. Johnny Peltz steals second, now 12 of 14 on the season in that department. So runner in scoring position, nobody out, top half of the second inning here for the Thunder. Liner into right, that's going to get down fair on the line. Rounding third and headed home is Peltz, as the right fielder Knespo chases it down and Wheaton gets 1 back. So the stolen base aids the Thunder here on a single by Morrison. It's 2-1 Redmond.
Now batting left fielder,
Evan Ogden, the left fielder, at the plate. Ogden hitting 182. This is his 16th game and second start of the season. Ground ball. Rave up with it at second. The flip to Weigold at short. They'll get the force out. And that slow bouncer. So Morrison retired 4-6. Ogden reaching on a fielder's choice.
now batting the short.
One out here in the top half of the second. John McKenna, the shortstop. 258. 3 home runs, 16 driven in this year. Pitched low, good block there by Pierce. Sharply hit to the shortstop, Weigold. Over to second for one. Raves relay in time, double play. 6-4-3, and out go the Thunder here in the second inning. 1 run on a pair of hits. No errors, nobody left. Catcher Nick Pierce will lead things off here for the Redmen. Bottom half of the second inning. It'll be the bottom third of the order. Pierce followed by Alex Leto, and then Drew Korosik, the center fielder. 7, 8, and 9 hitters due up here for the Redmen. They lead it by a score of 2-1. Peltz the stolen base, coming in on the single by Morrison as that's fouled straight back into the net. 0-1 the count to Pierce. Junior out of Oconomowoc. Played some basketball there as that liner gets down just foul. Past the first baseman Newman out there for the Thunder. 0-2 the count to Nick Pierce. .389 average so far. 1 home run, 15 driven in for Pierce. There's a tapper. Slow roller between first and the mound. The pitcher covering. Bear gets there just in time for the putout. 3-1 the put out there. 1 man out here in the bottom half of the second inning for the Redmen.
Now batting the left fielder, Alex Leto.
Alex Leto. 280 hitter. 1 home run, 14 driven in for Leto this year. Bears pitch hit him. Leto nailed right between the 1 and the 7. So puts a runner on with 1 out. Drew Korosik, the center fielder,
Now
stepping
batting
in.
center fielder, Drew Korosik.
296 hitter. No home runs, 11 driven in. Breaking ball in and over for a strike. Boy, you go back with this Wheaton team. As a team, 52 stolen bases now on the year. That compares to the Redmen with just 13 stolen bases on the year. Quite a contrast in the way these two teams operate. Fouled off to the right side. Quickly 0-2 now to Korosik, the center fielder. At the top of the order, Nespel, the right fielder. They're looking into Trivets for the side. Leto takes his lead at first. The pitch, low and away. Gets away from the catcher, Trivets. The throw down to second is in time. Leto just a little late coming off the bag when that ball hit the dirt. Credit Trivets with keeping that one in front of him. Able to throw Leto out for the second out of the inning. Looked like he hesitated just a little bit off of first. It was enough for Trivets to track it down and throw a perfect strike as the ground ball to the first baseman, Newman. He'll throw to Bayer at first for the recovery, and the Redmen go down in order here in this second inning. No runs, no hits. There was a hit batter. He raced on the stolen base, so nobody left. We head to the third inning. Redmen with a 2-1 lead. Carthage Lady Reds softball team on a nice little run now. Congratulations to Katie Herron, tossing her second career no-hitter yesterday as the Lady Reds took an 8-0 victory over the Ripon Redhawks in Game 1 of a doubleheader in which the Lady Reds swept the Redhawks. No-hitter, the 23rd in Carthage softball history, the second of her career. Her last one coming over Rochester Institute of Technology, an 8-0 win back on March 22nd. So with that win, the Lady Reds now at 20-8, 9-1 in the CCIW. First pitch in and over to Ritchie, the third baseman. Noah Ritchie, Kyle Trivets at the top of the order, Nick Mailman here in the third inning for the Thunder. Fouled straight back. 0-2. Kevin Tiber on the mound for the Redmen this afternoon in Game 1 of the doubleheader. We'll see Joy Nelson Game 2. And fouled straight back. Tiber's 6'1", 185. Transfer from College of Lake County, where he played the last 2 years. Quite a performer in high school. Southeast Conference Player of the Year his senior year. Bradford's Male Athlete of the Year. Rated as Wisconsin's top senior pitcher by Wisconsin Sports Network his senior year of high school at Bradford. Wave and a miss, strike three. First strikeout of the game for Tiber. We have the number 9 hitter, Kyle Trivets. Trivets in Weiser territory, 091 average. Just 4 hits in 44 at-bats this year. I think that was my senior year in high school. He hit him. Tiber ran curveball inside and hits the catcher, putting him on base. Move to the top of the order now, and Mailman. A gift for Trivets there.
Now batting center fielder, Nick Mailman.
For the ground ball here, Wade even at the bag at third. Weigold and Grave, double play depth for the Redmen here. Top half of the third, 1-run game. Squares around to bunt, takes for strike. Mailman walked back in the first inning, but was erased on the Britton double play. Trivets takes his lead at first. Euro holding him on the bag. 0-1 delivery, breaking ball in, strike two. Tiber quickly out in front, 0-2 to the top of the order here in Mailman. Trivets not going, and it's drilled foul straight back into the netting. Still 0-2. Now Matt Labuda, quite a program over there at Bradford High School the last couple of years. Conference, regional, and sectional champs, 11, 12, and 13. Fouled straight back. Still 0-2 to the hitter Mailman. baseball programs here in the Kenosha County area pretty good. Particularly the bigger schools, Bradford, Tremper, Indian Trail. Throw to first. Trivets back standing up. In the springs, as you can imagine up here, are brutal for baseball, particularly high school. Weather just doesn't break early enough. There's a line shot to center. Knespo coming on. It'll fall in for a base hit. Trivets will advance to second. Humpback liner for Mailman here in the third inning. Puts runners at first and second.
Second baseman, Ben Britton.
Britton hit into a double play back in the first inning. His leading hitter at 353 coming in. Trivets off at second. Mailman the lead at first. Hero plays behind the bag, and the pitch outside for a ball. Field looking for a ground ball here. Wade, step or two behind the bag at third. Hero, as I said, playing behind the bag at first with the left-handed hitter. Tiber into the stretch, the 1-0 pitch. High chopper, Hero's going to make the play. Tiber over to cover the bag, and they'll get the put out at first. (3-1), but the runners advance. Trivets to third. Mailman up to second. Two men out here in the third inning, and this will bring up the first baseman, Peter Newman. Newman grounded to Hero, the first baseman unassisted to end the first inning. Tiber trying to get out of it. Will work from the stretch. Smash into right, but right at Knespo. Didn't have to move, makes the play to retire the side. No runs on one hit. There were two runners left. We head to the bottom half of the third inning. Carthage 2, Wheaton 1. The order for the Redmen here in the bottom half of the third inning. Right fielder Jared Knespo will lead things off, followed by the shortstop Weigold and the first baseman Matt Rave. Redmen with 2 runs in the first inning. Wheaton adding a run in the second in this 2-1 ball game. Redmen 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors. Wheaton a run on 3 hits and an error. Making ball missing away to Knespo. Reached on Bayer's fielding error. Was a pop foul that drifted back into fair territory. Bayer, the pitcher, coming off the mound, called off his catcher, but then dropped what would have been an out, and that led to a run. Wade drove him in. Fly ball to left. Drifting back is Ogden, and he'll make the catch. 2 steps shy of the warning track in left field. 1 gone here in the third.
Now batting the shortstop, Jordan Weigold.
Jordan Weigold doubled and scored. Came in on the Wade single back in the first inning. The first of 2 here today. Didn't mean to swing and tapped it foul at the plate. First real nice day here on the lakefront in Kenosha. That wind blowing out of the south. Temperatures in the mid-70s today. Filtered sunshine out there. What we dream of between Thanksgiving and the New Year. Ball and a strike to Weigold. Checked his swing, but in there for a called strike 2. now at 2-2. Fly ball into right field, right center field, I should say. Mailman going back, makes the play on the run at the warning track. Argo put a pretty good charge into that one, got it up into that wind, which is kind of a crosswind.
Matt Ray.
Left field line blowing out to right center field, but Mailman able to track it down for the out. Here's Matt Rave, the second baseman. Walked in the first. Left stranded at third. A double play by Rogers. That one's hit sharply on the ground through the box and in the left field for a base hit. Rave on for the second time this afternoon. 2-out single for Rave. That brings up Hero, the first baseman.
Now batting first baseman, Reed Hero.
Hero came to the plate with the bases loaded in the first inning and fouled out to the catcher Trivets. Air from the stretch. Speed in there for a strike. Here you see Rave taking his lead at first. Not much of a base stealing threat, as we said before. That pitch low, good stop by Trivets. This Redmond team does not utilize the run as much as Wheaton does. Bash the ball around the ballpark, so to speak. Once hit down the left field line, that wind's going to blow it back into play and just into the bullpen down the left field line. That wind held that ball up. Ogden gave it a good run. Landed just inside the bullpen gate down the left field line. One and two, the count to Hero. Rave takes his lead at first. 2 out, bottom of the third inning. Pitch ball away. 2-2. Rave holding the pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. First strikeout of the game for Bear. No runs on one hit, one man left. We've played 3 here at Augie Schmidt Field in Kenosha. Carthage leading the Wheaton College Thunder 2-1. Middle part of the order for the Thunder to begin the 4th inning. It'll be Johnny Peltz, the right fielder, leading things off. Peltz followed by Morrison, the DH, and Ogden, the left fielder. Peltz
Leading
singled
off, right fielder Johnny Peltz.
and stole second back in the second inning. Scored on the Morrison single for the Thunder, only run today. On the corner, first strike. Kevin Tiber has pitched in and out of a couple of jams so far today, allowing just the 1 run on 3 hits. Little squibber down the first base line. Tiber will pick it up and toss to Hero, 1 gone. Clay Morrison, the designated hitter.
Designated hitter Clay Morrison.
We mentioned a single and an RBI back in the second, scoring Peltz as he raced on the force out. skips past Pierce, evens the count now at a ball and a strike. And Lady Reds softball team, 20-8 now, 9-1 in the CCIW. Gilmore's got that team humming right now. Off speed and a wave and a miss, 1-2. They'll take on North Central in Naperville coming up this week. This week on Tuesday. Slider inside, 2-2. One out, we're in the top half of the fourth inning. That one hit the foot of Morrison, so he'll reach. Second hit batter by Tybert today. So runner on first with one out. Left fielder Ogden at the plate, Evan Ogden.
Left fielder Evan Augie.
Rounded into a fielder's choice in the second inning. Fouls that one straight back. Look at what the runner sees there at first base as Morrison takes his lead. Tybert from the stretch. Hit to right field, drifting back is Knaspel. Dropped the ball at the warning track, in and out of his glove. Rounding second and heading to third is Morrison. Ogden put a charge into that one. Knaspel, the right fielder, got to the baseball. Looked like it hit the heel of his glove and popped out. It'll be ruled an error. So runners at second and third with one out. Error on Knaspel, the right fielder. So runners in scoring position here for the Thunder. McKenna, the shortstop. Grounded into an inning-ending double play in the second. Skies that one to right. Knaspel again on the run. Makes the play down the line. They'll send the runner from third. The throw cut off by Hero, and the game is tied. So the hit batter and the error, allowing the run to score. Moving to third is Ogden. You sacrifice fly and an RBI for McKenna. Two men gone for Ritchie, the third baseman. Noah Ritchie today struck out to lead off the third. Ground ball up the middle, base hit. And the Thunder take their first lead of the afternoon. Ogden coming in from third on the sharp single through the box by Ritchie. It's a 3-2 Wheaton lead.
The catcher, Kyle Trivets.
Bring up Trivets, the catcher. It's hit by a pitch in the third. We'll hold the runner on here at first. Curveball in there for a strike. Well, the fielding error by Knaspel costly here in this inning. There goes the runner. Pitch is grounded to first. Hero up with it quickly and steps on the bag to retire the side. But the Thunder pick up a pair of runs.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. If you are
On
parked
one
along
hit,
the grass
one man
in
left.
the
There was an
left field
error
parking
committed
lot
by
and not
Knaspel.
in the assigned space, you must move your car into the A lot.
The Thunder lead it now by a score of 3-2. Now let's see if the Redmen can get back on track
Leading off
here in the bottom half of the fourth inning.
Carthage, third baseman Zach Wade.
Fifth place hitter Zach Wade to lead things off, followed by Rogers and Pierce. Well, unearned runs in the top half of the fourth inning for the Thunder. They lead at 3-2. Speed pitch, a swing and a miss by Wade. Zach Wade today, a single and a pair of RBIs. Drove in the 2 runs in the first inning. Just missing outside, 1-1. Boy, what a gorgeous day out here today. That foul, 1-2. You're having a good Easter weekend. 1-2 pitch by Bears, driven into right center field. That could be trouble. Mailman to the wall, leaping grab, and he hung on to it. Mailman, the center fielder, crashing into the right center field wall as he made that catch and hung on to the ball. It wind out of the south at about 25 miles per hour, pushing that ball into right center.
The designated hitter,
And Wade robbed of extra bases on the play by Mailman. 2 good plays by Mailman here in the last 2 innings. Here's Rogers, the designated hitter. 0 for 1 today with a ground out. Grounded into a double play in that first inning. Skips in for a ball. Bears wind in the pitch. Missing low again. 2-0 the count to Rogers. Excuse me, swing back to the mound. Bear, he'll pick it up. The fire to first in time for the second inning. Another 1-3 put out here. Second one. Two gone here in the fourth.
Now batting the catcher, Nick Pierce.
Nick Pierce, the catcher. A slow roller between first base and the mound. Tired Newman to Bear. Back in the second inning. Line shot into right, coming on the right fielder. It's Peltz, makes the play. First 3 up, 3 down inning of the afternoon for either team. Carthage, no runs, no hits, nobody left. We head to the 5th. Thunder lead it by a score of 3-2. Nick Mailman, the leadoff hitter, to lead things off here in the 5th inning for the
Leading
Wheaton
off the top
Thunder.
of the 5th inning for Wheaton, center fielder Nick Mailman.
Made a couple of nice plays in the field today. Officially 1 for 1. Reached base twice today. Walked in the first, but was erased on the Britton double play. Singled and reached second as he tried to square around and bunt, and fouls that one into the Carthage dugout on the first base side. We utilize that speed of his. Coming in a .336 hitter. And an on-base percentage of .434. Coached 15 walks so far. Smashes that one foul, is in the hole now, 0-2. Tiber's 0-2 delivery. Just got enough of it to stay alive, 0-2. said, a big ball game for both these schools today. Carthage at 6-5, a half game ahead of the Thunder. If the Thunder win this game, they will have won the series between these two. Could come into a tiebreaker situation as these teams, along with Augustana and Elmhurst, are battling for that 3rd and 4th spot in the standing. Sharply fouled into the Redmond bullpen down the first base side. North Central leading the conference coming into play today at 7-1. Wesleyan at 7-3. Elmhurst at 7-3. Augustana and Carthage each at 6-5. Wheaton at 6-6. Right chopper to Hero, the first baseman, on 2 hops. Make the put out on Mailman. One gone here in the 5th inning. Ben Britton, the second baseman.
Second baseman, Ben Britton.
For 2. The ground outs for Britton today. Hit by pitch. The fielding error by Knespel. There's a line shot to the right for a base hit. Knespel getting over to make the play. Limit Britton to a single, his first hit today. So 1 on, 1 out. Peter Newman, the first baseman, stepping in. Newman 0 for 2 today. Grounded to Hero at first in the first. Flew out to Knespel in right back in the 3rd inning. Britton is threat to go. Take his lead. He's going on the first pitch. Pitch is high. Pierce with the throw down in time. Newman, the first baseman, swung at the pitch, trying to protect the runner, and Pierce able to step out, make the play, and throw a perfect strike down to second base to erase Britton on the stolen base attempt. So 2 men gone here in the 5th inning. Base is empty now for Newman. One hopper to Rave. He's up with it. The throw to Hero at first, and the side is retired in order here in the 5th. No runs on a hit. Caught stealing and nobody left.
5th inning, no runs, 1 hit,
Yeah,
no
the
errors,
bottom half of the
nobody
5th
left on
inning,
base.
Carthage trailing the Thunder by a score of 3-2. Bottom part of the order due up for the Redmen here in the 5th. Alex Leto, the left fielder. Brosick, the center fielder. And then the top of the order, Knespel, the right fielder. Wheaton leading it by a score of 3-2.
The left fielder,
3 runs
Alex
on
Leto.
5 hits and an error. Carthage 2 runs on 3 hits and an error. Leto reached on a hit by pitch in the 2nd inning, but was erased on a stolen base attempt by the catcher Trivets. Heading the count now 1-0. Ball away, 2-0 to Leto. This ball at the knees for a strike. Giving up a couple of unearned runs in the first as that one's popped up to right. Right fielder shading his eyes. That's Peltz. Peltz drifting back now and makes the play. A play for Peltz, battling the sun and the wind, able to come up with the putout. 1 gone here in the 5th. Number 9 hitter.
Now batting the center fielder, Drew Karosik.
Brosick grounded out to the first baseman Newman back in the 2nd inning. Takes a breaking ball in there for a strike. They are starting to settle down now. Retired 5 in a row. Pitch missing low. 1-1 the count to Karosik. Central leading the conference, playing Carroll in a 3 o'clock doubleheader this afternoon in Waukesha. Other games today. North Park at Milliken just getting underway. Elmhurst at Illinois Wesleyan in a doubleheader just underway. Pitch driven to center and deep. Mailman to the warning track will make the putout. Six in a row retired now by Bayer.
The right fielder, Jared Knespel.
Top of the order in Knespel. Reached on an error and scored in the first inning, and it flew out to Ogden in left back in the third. One low for a ball. Ayers' pitch on the corner for a strike, even now at a ball and a strike. Popped it up on the infield. Third baseman and shortstop, and it blows back to the shortstop, McKenna, for the putout. Second straight 3-up, 3-down inning for Bayer. No runs, no hits, nobody left. We move to the sixth. The Redmen trail. It's Wheaton
no runs,
3,
no hits,
Carthage
no errors,
2.
nobody left on base. Sixth inning for the Thunder, right fielder Johnny Peltz.
Johnny Peltz today 1 for 2. Singled, stole second, and scored in the second inning. As he raced on a ground out to the pitcher Tiber in the fourth. Behind in the count here, 0-1. Took something off, and Peltz feeling out on that one. 0-2. Peltz quite the athlete. Seen him a time or two on the football field for the Wheaton Thunder. Slider away, 1-2. Football season, looking forward to that. Good recruiting year for Mike Yeager here at Carthage. Smashed down the third base line, fair ball past Wade into the left field corner. Rounding first and headed into second is Peltz with his second hit of the day. This one a leadoff double. Wade was just a step or two off the bag at third, and Peltz still got that one past him for a double.
Batting number 13, Clay Morrison.
So designated hitter Clay Morrison at the plate. He has reached twice today. Led off or I should say, was hit by a pitch in the fourth and scored. Inning extended on the fielding error by the right fielder Knespel, as that one was lined foul just past Hero on the first base side. Tiber in and out of trouble each and every inning here. Trying to get out of a leadoff double here in the sixth. Nobody throwing for the Redmen in the bullpen. Ball high, 1-1 the count. Might have put a little something extra on that one. Peltz taking the lead at second. Pitch to Morrison, a grounded to first. That'll advance the runner as Hero will make the play unassisted. Peltz moving over to third. So runner at third and one out.
Now batting the left fielder, Evan Ogden.
Evan Ogden, the left fielder, stepping to the plate. Redmen will bring the infield in here, trailing by a run. field pretty much straight away, shading him a little bit toward right field. Particularly the center fielder, Karosik. Swing and a miss. Catch up to the heater that time. Wade, Weigold, Rave, and Hero all standing on what would be the edge of the grass on a normal dirt and grass infield. Grounded to Hero. Place coming to the plate. The throw to Pierce, and he is out at home plate. Taylor made there. Hero did not panic on the one hopper. Peltz going on contact that time, running down the third base line. Easy out on the throw from Hero to Pierce. Ogden reaching on a fielder's choice, but 2 men out and a runner off a scoring position. Boy, that's a big, big play there defensively for the Redmen. McKenna, the shortstop. Runner not going. The pitch on the inside corner, first strike. McKenna drove in a run with a sacrifice fly. Scored Peltz with the first run of the ball game. Second run of the game, I should say, for the Thunder. Ogden forcing Tiber to step off here. 1-1 the count, 2 gone. Top half of the 6th inning. Runner not going. The pitch foul back. 1-2 the count to McKenna. Redmond will have the heart of the order coming up in the 6th. The 2, 3, and 4 hitters. Weigold, Rave, and Hero. Tiber into the stretch. The pitch. Nice save by Pierce at the plate. Breaking ball that time. 2-2 the count to McKenna. Richie on deck. See if the runner goes here on the 2-2 count. Not going. The pitch driven into center. On his horse is Karosik to the wall, and it is gone. A clutch 2-out, 2-run home run by McKenna. Just clearing the wall over the glove of Karosik in right center field. And the Thunder add to their lead now, 5-2.
Third baseman,
For McKenna,
Richie.
that is his 4th home run of the season. RBI 17 and 18 on the year. And it's a 5-2 Wheaton lead. Rosick got to that ball. I'm not sure if that hit off the top of his glove and went over the wall. Looked like he got there, just couldn't quite haul it in. Now a hit batter here for the 2nd time in the last 2 innings. Augie Schmidt wants a word with the home plate umpire, Kevin Grossamer. Called once again. Gonzalez, the pitching coach, coming out, having a word with Tiber. settle him down just a little bit. That's the third hitter plunked by Tiber here this afternoon, following the home run by McKenna here. 2-run blast, 2 runs in here for the Thunder in the top half of the 6th inning.
Now batting, Kevin Trivets.
Trivets was hit by a pitch back in the 3rd. Ended the 4th inning on a grounder to Hero at first, unassisted. They need to get out of here. Breaking ball in and over for a strike. Runner not going. The pitch swing and a miss by Trivets. 0-2 the count. Single run in the 2nd, pair of runs in the 4th, 2 more in here in the 6th for the Thunder. Throw to first. Ritchie in safely. Runner not going. That pitch fouled off the right side. 0-2 the count. Tiber gets his sign from Pierce. Runner going. Here's the pitch. Ball high. The throw down by Pierce. One hopped into the shortstop Weigold, and this is stolen. Ritchie. Noah Ritchie, his 3rd stolen base of the year. Moves a runner in scoring position here with 2 in and 2 out. 1-2 count to Trivets, the catcher. Pitch just missing outside. Redmond got the leadoff man Peltz, who reached on a double, went to 3rd on the grounder to 1st. He raced on that play as a one-hopper to the 3rd baseman Wade. He's up with it. The throw across in time to retire the side. But the Thunder add to their lead. They get 2 runs. The big blow, the McKenna home run. Even runner stranded. Their score heading into the bottom of the 6th inning.
Top of the 6th inning. 2
They've been
runs on 2
trailed.
hits,
The
no
Wheaton
errors,
Thunder
1 left
5
on
and
base.
Carthage 2. Redmond will have to come from behind here in the later stages of this one. They trail by a score of 5-2. It'll be Weigold, Ray, and Hero, the 2, 3, and 4 hitters due up for the Redmen here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Wheaton with 5 runs on 7 hits and an error. Carthage 2 runs on 3 hits and an error. Bears first pitch in their first strike. He has retired 7 straight in 9 of the last 10. Going back to the 3rd inning. Sharply hit into right field for a base hit. Off man Weigold gets on. 2nd hit of the day for Weigold. We'll bring up Rave, the 2nd baseman. Single and a walk today for Matt Rave.
Now batting, the 2nd baseman, Matt Rave.
Here we'll work into the stretch. Go over to 1st. Weigold back in safely. Curveball. It's the corner, first strike. Been trying to rally. They're down 3 here. Bottom half of the 6th inning. Weigold with a leadoff single here. Takes his lead at 1st. Not going. The pitch checked his swing. Did he? No. Foul tip. Trivets able to hang on. It's 0-2 the count to Rave. Bear works out of the stretch. Weigel not going. The pitch just a bit outside. Belt high that time, but missed the corner. 1-2. Weigel takes his lead, not going. Pitch, again missing outside. 2-2 the count. Bears pitch. Fouled straight back. Activity in either bullpen here for the Redmen or Thunder. Evan Tyber's gone the distance for the Redmen. All 6 innings, giving up the 5 runs. Bear, their shaky first inning, has settled down here as he misses high and tight. Full count now, 3-2 to Ray. Reed Hero, the first baseman and cleanup hitter, on deck. Weigel takes his lead. He's going. The pitch on the corner for a called strike 3, and the slide into second. Weigel in there for the stolen base. It was a called strike on the outside corner to Raver.
Now batting the
Weigel
first
able to
baseman,
steal
Reed
second.
Hero.
For Jordan Weigel, that is his first stolen base. So the cleanup hitter Hero stepping to the plate with a runner in scoring position. 1 gone. We're in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Redmen trail 5-2. Hero 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Here's pitch. Fly ball into center field. The center fielder playing way over to right center. That's going to fall in for a base hit. Advancing to third is Weigel. They shade pretty much every hitter to right center. That was hit into no man's land. Ogden was playing straightaway left. The shortstop, McKenna, couldn't get there. So that falls in for a loop hit for Hero. So runners at the corners, 1 out, and Zach Wade at the plate. Wade drove in both runs with a single back in the 1st inning. Weigel off at third, Hero the lead at first. Bears pitch. The letters for a strike. Wade 1 for 2. Drove one to deep right center back in the 4th inning. Plate 1-1. Pitch by Bear. Jammed him and he fouled it off over the first base dugout. Wade in the hole now, 1-2. Weigel takes his lead at third. Hero the lead at first. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Second strikeout of the inning for Bear. So 2 gone, runners at the corners. And Ryan Rogers, the designated hitter, looking for his first hit today. He's 0 for 2. Grounded out to the pitcher Bayer in the fourth. Grounded out to the second baseman Britton back in the first. Bayer out of the stretch. The pitch into the dirt. Trivets with a nice stop. Prevented the run from scoring there. Men gone here in the sixth. The 1-0 pitch. Curveball in there. Maybe one there. A little something off. 1-1. The count to Rogers. A foul behind the press box and out of play. Bayer ahead now, 1-2. 3 strikeouts. Walk and a hit batter today for Bayer. And the runners take their lead. Waggled off at third, and there's a drive into left. Going back is Ogden, still going back in front of the warning track, and makes the play to retire the side. The leadoff single, a stolen base. Nothing across for the Redmen here in the sixth. No runs on a pair of hits.
No runs on 2 hits, no errors, 2 left on base.
2 men left on. We head to the 7th inning, 5-2 Wheaton Thunder. Top half of the 7th inning here at Augie Schmidt Field. Thunder leading the Redmen by a score of 5-2.
Center fielder Nick Mailman.
Be the leadoff man Nick Mailman, the center fielder, to get things started for the Thunder here in the 7th. Mailman has reached twice today. Walked back in the first inning. He raced on a double play and then singled and reached second in the third. Rounded out to Hero. Unassisted back in the 5th inning. Drives that one down the right side and out of play. Milliken leading North Park 4-0. Top of the third, down in Decatur. Drops a bunt down. Rolls right back to Tiber. Quickly up with it. Throws in time. Good job by Tiber fielding his position. 1-3 the putout. 1 gone here in the 7th.
Second baseman Ben Britton.
Ben Britton, second baseman. For 3 today, a single back in the 5th inning. Milliken on top of North Park, 4-0. That game in the 3rd. Elmhurst leading Illinois Wesleyan 3-1. That game in the 2nd inning down in Bloomington. We're on today, North Central at Carroll in a doubleheader. First pitch of first game due at 3 o'clock. Wind by Tiber, shoots the corner and hits it. 1-1 the count. Elmhurst scoring 3 in the top half of the first inning to lead Wesleyan 3-1. Took something off on the changeup, swing and a miss, strike 2. One strikeout today for Tiber. He's hit 3 batters today. Out at a first. Hero up with it on 1 hop. Steps on the bag. 2 gone here in the 7th.
The first baseman, Peter Newman.
Grounders to Hero, unassisted at first base today. 2 out, top of the 7th. Peter Newman, the first baseman. Pitch by Tiber. Again, change up, swing and a miss. Newman 0 for 3 today. Grounded out to Rave in the 5th. Flew out to Knespel in right in the 3rd. Into an inning-ending double play back in the 1st. Pitch by Tiber. Down the corner. 1-2. Pitched well. Giving up 5 runs today, but 3 of them earned. An error by Knespel. There's a sharp single to right for Newman. Eighth hit of the day for the Thunder. So runner at first and 2 out, and Johnny Peltz, the cleanup hitter.
Now batting, right fielder, Johnny Peltz.
Peltz 2 for 3 today. Singled, stole a base, and scored back in the 2nd inning. Rounded out to Tiber in the 4th. Tiber in and over for a strike. Doubled, reached 3rd on a Morrison ground out, and then was thrown out at the plate by Hero back in the 6th inning. Boy, things were looking pretty rosy there for the Redmen. Augie reaching on the fielder's choice. McKenna came right up, belted his 4th home run of the year, a 2-run shot with 2 out in the 6th. Pushed the Thunder out in front 5-2. Peltz in the hole now, 0-2. Newman will take his lead at first. Pitch outside, gets away from Pierce, but not far enough for Newman to advance. 1-2 the count to Johnny Peltz. Runner not going. The pitch popped up. Foul. Get back here and out of play just beyond the press box behind home plate. Tiber will work from the stretch. Newman takes his lead at first, not going. The pitch fouled straight back by Peltz. Hanging in there now with a count of 1-2. Pitch by Tiber. Popped up on the infield, playable, coming over is Pierce, couldn't make the play. At the on-deck circle in front of the Redmond bench. Slid on that little piece of AstroTurf there for the on-deck circle, and tough play there. I think that's a no play. So the count remains 1-2 to Peltz. With a look at Newman, will take his lead. The pitch, check swing, foul again by Peltz, hanging alive here. Newman on with a 2-out single, takes his lead at first. Tiber into his stretch. 1-2 pitch. Grounded sharply to Rave at second, falling down, can't make a play. Tried to circle the ball that time, it kind of stayed down on the field turf. Rule it a base hit, advancing Newman to second. So runners at first and second here, a pair of singles with 2 out. And Morrison, the DH, up to the plate.
The designated hitter, Clay Morrison.
Morrison grounded out to Hero unassisted in the 6th. Advancing Peltz to third. Was hit by a pitch and scored a run in the 4th. Grounds that one foul past the third base side and out of play. Singleton was erased on the force out by Ogden back in the 2nd inning. Runners take their lead. Tiber, a check of the runner, Newman second, now steps off. The pitch by Tiber. Sing outside, evens the count now at a ball and a strike. Some activity now in the Redmond bullpen. The right-hander is up. Jonathan Uba up in the bullpen there. Swing, yes he did. Slider in on the hands that time, able to get Morrison to go through it. 1-2. Tiber looking to deliver his 100th pitch of the day. Sulik threw 117 or 120 yesterday. Pitch 100 as a swing and a miss, strike 3. Tiber with his 2nd strikeout of the game. So a 2-out threat erased here in the 7th. No runs on a pair of hits, 2 men left. Stretch him out here at Augie Schmidt Field. Your score, Carthage trailing, Wheaton 5, Redmond 2. Nick Pierce, the catcher, leading things off, followed by the left fielder Leto and the center fielder Krosik. 7, 8, and 9 hitters for the Redmen. Carthage trailing by a score of 5-2. Pitch in and over on the corner for a strike, 0-1. Pierce today, 0 for 2. Check swing down the right field side and out of play. Flew out to Peltz in right field back in the 5th. Was hit by a pitch, grounded out to the first baseman to the pitcher back in the 2nd inning. Hopper to the shortstop, McKenna. He's up with it. The throw across is high, but in time. 1 gone here in the 7th.
Now batting the left fielder, Alex Leto.
Alex Leto, the left fielder. Reached base in the 2nd inning and a hit by a pitch. It is Jonathan Uba up and throwing in the Redmond bullpen. Swing and miss by Leto. Leto also drove one deep to right field back in the 5th inning. Pops that one up the right side, drifting into the Redmond bullpen area and out of play. So Leto in the hole, 0-2. On the corner, called strike 3. Fourth strikeout of the day for Bear. brings up Karosik, the center fielder.
Now batting center fielder Drew Karosik.
0 for 2 this afternoon for Karosik. Drove one to deep right center back in the 5th inning on a nice catch by Mailman. Pops this one to right. Peltz going back, drifting back to the wall. It is gone. Home run for Drew Karosik. Just clearing the wall in right field beyond Johnny Peltz, the right fielder. And for Karosik, that is his first dinger of the year. And the Redmen have cut into that deficit now, 5-3.
The right fielder, Jared Knespel.
They'll bring up Knespel, the right fielder. Scored a run back in the 1st. Since then, he's flown out twice. Once to the left fielder and then the shortstop. Back in the 5th inning. There's pitch, popped him up. Into the outfield again, playing deep was the outfielder Mailman. He'll come in, the center fielder, to make the catch to retire the side. A 2-out solo home run by Karosik.
For the Redmen
get one back here in the 7th. We head to the 8th inning.
No one left on base.
Thunder leading the Redmen by a score of 5-3. New pitcher for the Redmen. It'll be right-hander Jonathan Uba. Uba making his 3rd appearance of the year. He has pitched 4 2/3 innings. Given up 5 hits, 4 runs, all earned. 1 walk and 3 strikeouts. Opponents are hitting .294 against Uba. He is in relief of Tiber. Tiber today, 7 innings, 9 hits, 5 runs, 3 earned.
Your attention, please.
Did not
Now
walk
on
a
the pitch
batter,
for the
struck
Redmen,
out
number
2,
29,
but hit 3
Jonathan Uba.
in the process. He is the pitcher of record for the Redmen thus
Leading
far
off
as we head to
for
the top of the
Thunder,
8th
left
inning.
fielder Evan Ogden.
Left fielder Evan Ogden has reached all 3 times today. Their fielders' choices and an error. He was at the plate on that fly ball to right that Knespel dropped. Led to the 2 runs in the 4th inning. Uba with those socks up high. It's in the pop up. Back of the infield. Shortstop Weigold back, makes the play, 1 gone here in the 8th. This will be McKenna, the shortstop.
Now batting the shortstop, John McKenna.
Last time up, delivered a 2-out, 2-run home run. This was after a leadoff double by Peltz. He advanced to 3rd, then was thrown out at the plate by Hero with the infield in. You think Redmen were about to get out of that inning, but McKenna, he went to right center, kind of deflected off of Karosik's glove and over the fence for a home run. In the hole now, 0-2. Uba out of Hinsdale South. He's an all-conference, all-academic team. As a senior, pops it up on the infield. Rave drifting back, still going back. It'll be the right fielder coming in. Knespel makes the play. 2 men out here in the 8th inning.
Now batting the 3rd baseman, Noah Ritchie.
It'll be Noah Ritchie, the 3rd baseman. Struck out in the 3rd, singled in the 4th. Hit by a pitch and stole 2nd in the 6th. Makes that one high for a ball. Uba 6'6", 205 pounds, junior. And wears those socks up high, just below the knee. Somewhat old school, if you will. Everybody nowadays wears those pants way down just above the shoe tops. Two and one the count to Ritchie. 2 men out. We're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a miss. Count even now at 2-2. Pitch by Uba, curveball driven into center, and that'll drop in for a base hit. Good job by Ritchie, kept the hands back, stayed on the curveball, and drove it out to center for a 2-out single. Brings up the number 9 hitter, the catcher Trivets.
Now batting number 20, Kyle Trivets.
Trivets officially 0 for 2, was hit by a pitch back in the 3rd inning. Grounded out to Hero unassisted in the 4th. Grounded to Wade back in the 6th inning. Ritchie takes his lead at first. Uba's pitch on the corner for a strike. Uba out of Darien, Illinois. Mentioned a Hinsdale South grad. Lead by Ritchie in the pitch, just missing outside. Count even now at a ball and a strike to Trivets, the catcher. It's the top of the order. Millman, the center fielder, due up. With throws, Ritchie able to get back in safely. Check of the runner. Uba into the stretch. Ritchie not moving now. We got a balk call here on Uba. He broke his hands out of the glove. So Ritchie takes second on the balk. So runner in scoring position here with 2 out in the 8th. Uba looked like he have broken the out of the stretch position. Now the pitch took something off, and a swing and a miss by Trivets, now 1-2. Uba checks Ritchie over at second. The pitch, fouled straight back. Cutter coming in that time on Trivets. He fought that one off. Remains 1-2 in game 1 of the doubleheader. Uba checks and pitches. Tapped at the plate, foul. Uba on in relief of Tiber today. 7 innings for Tiber, over 100 pitches today. Again, the check of the runner and the pitch. And just got a piece of it straight back, staying alive, 1-2. Ritchie reached on a single, reached second on a balk, takes his lead. The 1-2 pitch by Uba. Hit him. Right on the elbow. Trivets, second time he's been hit by a pitch advancing to first, but that one got him right on the left elbow. That's going to feel pain for a while. It's right where that crazy bone is there. You just lose all feeling in your hand for about 5 minutes. It'll leave a mark.
Now batting
So now runners at first and second with 2 out. The top of the order, Nick Mailman. Reached base twice today. Walk in the first and a single in the third. Bluff throw to second. Ritchie back safely. Grounded out to Hero in the fifth and tapped out to Tiber 1-3 in the seventh. The pitch by Uba in there for a strike called. Ritchie will take his lead at second. Trivets the lead at first. Hero playing behind the bag at first. The pitch popped him up, foul. That's going to just sneak out of play into the front row of the bleachers behind home plate. So Uba ahead now, 0-2. Jonathan Uba, Jr. out of Darien, Illinois. His third appearance of the year. Pitch, again fouled straight back. Mains 0-2. We'll have the heart of the order coming up in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Weigold, Rave, and Hero. Hopefully a few more. They trail here by 2. Look at Ritchie in the pitch. Curveball. Missing outside, 1-2. Ritchie taking his lead at second. Trivets the lead at first. Uba from the stretch. Runners hold. The pitch popped him up. Behind second, Rave and Hero. It's down the line. It'll fall in for a hit and a run will score. The throw to second gets past the shortstop into left field. The second run will score. So a bloop single, just fair, down the right field line, turns into 2 runs on the throwing error. Mailman all the way around to third. In to score is Ritchie and Trivets, and it's 7-2, 7-3 I should say, in favor of the Thunder. So it'll go as a single and two extra bases on the throwing error. Second error of the game by the Redmen. Uba trying to get out of this with no further damage. Slicing down the left field line on his Leto, can't make the play, another run in. Rounding first and heading into second is Britton with the double. Third run of the inning in, and it's 8-3 Thunder. So Britton with his second hit of the day stands at second. The pitch outside for a ball, ball one.
Peter Newman.
Peter Newman today, 1 for 4. Uba's pitch on the outside corner evens the count at a ball and a strike. Checker the runner at second. Curveball outside. 2-1. Newman singled, reached second back in the seventh. Grounded out twice. Rave at second in the fifth. Hero at first in the first inning. Then fly it out to the right fielder Nespo back in the third. Count is even now at 2-2. Uba checking Britton at second. The grounded away to third. Backing up on it. Makes the play. The throw across. Skips past Hero at first. Running around third and headed to home for the fourth run of the inning is Britton, and this one has been blown open by the Thunder. E5 on Wade, allowing the Britton to score from second. Newman into second. Second error of the inning. 4 runs in now for the Thunder, and they lead at 9-3. Now Pierce wants to take the time here and talk with Uba. Right fielder Johnny Peltz stepping in. Peltz 3 for 4 today. Singled, stole second, and scored back in the second. Grounded out to Tiber, the pitcher, back in the fourth. Double, advanced to third, and was thrown out at home by Hero in the sixth. Singled back in the seventh. Thunder have blown it open here with 4 here in the eighth. 4 unearned runs. Uba checks Newman. The pitch. Ground ball to the hole. It's short. Wiggled up with it. Again across the diamond and bounces in time. Good dig by Hero to retire the side. Thunder sent 8 men to the plate here in the 8th inning. They score 4 on 3 hits.
For Wheaton in the top of the 8th inning, 4 runs on 3 hits, 2 errors, 1 left on base.
2 errors in the inning and 1 left. We head to the bottom half of the 8th inning. Redmond with some work to do. They trail by 6, 9-3. Redmond down 6 here. Weigold, Rave, and Hero, and hopefully a few more after that.
Jordan Weigold.
Trying to solve Dan Baer today. Boy, he, after a shaky first inning, has settled down here. Only run given up since the first was that solo home run by Korosik last inning. It's the corner first strike. 1-1 the count to Weigold. Reached twice today. Double and scored a run in the first. That grounded behind the bag at third. That one is foul. C.J. Casey in the bullpen for the Redmen right now, warming up. Nobody throwing for the Thunder. It's all Baer here so far. Weigold singled and stole second in the 6th. Was left stranded at third. 1-2 the count. Baer into the line. Hop straight back foul. Missing outside, 2-2. Illinois Wesleyan has come back with 4 in the 4th. They now lead Elmhurst 5-3. That game in the top half of the 5th inning. First game of a doubleheader down in Bloomington. North Park has come back with 4 in the 4th. Milliken leading North Park 5-4. That game top half of the 5th inning in Decatur this afternoon. Game 1 of a doubleheader there. Later on this afternoon in about an hour, North Central at Carroll. Game 1 of a doubleheader in Waukesha. 3-2 the count to the leadoff batter, Weigel. Swing and a miss. Fourth strikeout this afternoon for Dan Baer. Brings up Matt Rave, the second baseman.
Second baseman, Matt Rave.
He was a strikeout victim in the 6th on a called strike 3. Singled in the 3rd. Walked in the 1st. Takes that one in for a strike. Here's wind and pitch, missing low, 1-1. Hepper to the shortstop. Kenna's throw is in time. Tough play for McKenna, charging on a high hopper. Wave getting down that line quickly, just here short. 2 men gone here in the 8th. Reed Hero, the cleanup hitter. Base is empty and 2 out. Singled back in the 6th. Strikeout in the 3rd. Popped out to the catcher Trivets in the 1st. 1 for 3 today for Reed Hero. Baer winds and delivers. Low for a ball. Now the Blue Jays have made 3 errors in that first 5 innings now in that ball game in Bloomington, with Wesleyan retaking the lead 5-3. On the inside corner for a strike, evens now at a ball and a strike. Milliken jumped out to a 4-0 lead with 4 in the 1st. Grounder to the 3rd. Up with it is Ritchie. The throw over and dropped. Safe at first is Hero. The E5 there. The third baseman throw over. So Hero reaches on the throwing error by Ritchie. Runner at first, 2 gone, bottom of the 8th. Redmond down 6. This is Wade. Taps that one foul.
Now batting, Zach Wade.
Wade today 1 for 3. Single back in the 1st. Flew out to deep right center in the 4th and struck out in the 6th. Hero with the lead at first. Breaking ball missing outside. Count now even at a ball and a strike. Just missing at the knees. 2-1. A beautiful day for baseball here in Kenosha. Temperatures in the mid-70s. Breeze out of the south at about 25 miles per hour. Pushing everything towards center and right. Chopper to third base coach's box. That'll be an error. Johnny over there at third. Third base coach's box for the Redmen. Do a better job getting down on that one. beautiful Easter weekend in store for southeast Wisconsin. Tomorrow should be even nicer, a little less of breeze, temperatures in the mid-60s tomorrow. Good day for an Easter egg hunt tomorrow. Runner not going, pitch gets past Trivets, it'll roll back toward the backstop, and Hero will advance to second. Oh, that one a pass ball. Oop. Phil beat me to it, wild pitch. So Hero now on at second, a 3-2 count. That went all the way to the backstop for ball 4. So a 2-out walk for Wade. Runners at first and second with 2 out. And we'll have a little conference here at the mound.
Rogers.
And there is nobody throwing in the Wheaton bullpen. Hitter at the plate, 0 for 3 today. Flew out to Ogden and left in the 6th, grounded out to the pitcher Bayer in the 4th. Grounded into an inning-ending double play in the 1st. Grounds that one to short. McKenna up with it, the short flip to second. Written on the coverage, and the Redmen are done in the 8th inning. No runs on no hits. 2 men left. We head to the 9th. Wheaton Thunder with a 9-3 lead. Double major in chemistry and exercise and sports science. 3rd pitcher of the day for the Redmen. So Uba goes 1 inning.
Leading off for Wheaton, the designated hitter.
Does not allow a hit, but allows 4 runs, 2 of them earned. Gave up just the 1 hit, excuse me, in that 8th inning. And pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. C.J. Casey. First appearance of the year, curveball high, 1-1. Morrison, Ogden, and McKenna here in the 9th for Wheaton. Redmen will have the bottom 3rd of the order. Possibly a pinch hitter for Pierce, the catcher, then Leto and Karosik. Grounded to Rave at second. The throw to Hero at first, 1 gone. Here's Evan Ogden.
Now batting left fielder, Evan Ogden.
Reached in an error and scored in the 4th. Fielder's choice and scored on the home run by McKenna in the 6th. Curve in and over, strike 1. Third year on varsity here for Casey, and we made reference to his 4 relief appearances last year. Went 2-0 with a save in 8 relief appearances in 2015. One and 1 the count. To the left fielder Ogden. High fly to right, drifting back. Knespel, short of the warning track, makes the play. 2 men gone here in the 9th inning. To bring up the shortstop, McKenna. McKenna hit his 4th home run of the year back in the 6th inning, a 2-run shot. The time gave the Thunder a 5-3 lead.
Now batting John McKenna.
Behind in the count now, 0-1. ball up the middle, past the diving second baseman Rave into center field for a base hit. Kenna with his second hit of the day. 2-out single here in the ninth. Brings up the third baseman, Noah Ritchie.
Third baseman, Noah Ritchie.
Ritchie reached on a 2-out single last inning in the 8th inning. Reached second on a balk and then came around to score on the error by Hero. It's a single, bloop single by Mailman. He tried to make a play to third, threw wide of the bag down the left field line. As Ritchie came around to score. So Casey into a stretch. The 0-1 pitch, runner not going, grounder up the middle. Weigel, the shortstop, will go the long way across the diamond for the out at first to retire the side. 2-out single wasted here for the Thunder in the ninth. No runs on a hit. One man left. We head into the bottom of the ninth inning. Put on your rally caps, Redmond fans. Carthage down 9-3. Bottom of the ninth inning here in Kenosha. Bottom third of the order for the Redmen. Carthage down 9-3.
Leading off for the Redmen
Will be the catcher
Nick
Pierce leading things off for Carthage. Nick Pierce 0 for 3 today. A couple of groundouts and a flyout for Pierce. Dan Bayer has gone the distance here for the Thunder. First pitch in high for a ball. They're allowing 2 runs in the first inning. He has settled down. Only run since then, a solo home run by Karosik in the 7th. Falls behind Pierce now 2-0. No activity in the bullpen for the Thunder. One the automatic in and over, 2-1. Pierce trying to ignite a rally here. But Graham Wick is on deck in place of Leto. Bears come back now to even the count at 2-2. Just got a piece of it foul. Good pitch there by Bear. Spoiled by Pierce. Redmond down 6th here in the ninth. Game 1 of our doubleheader. Loop shot into right. That'll dump in there for a base hit. So Pierce with a leadoff single to get things going here in the ninth inning for the Redmen. Graham Wick will pinch hit. We'll have a pinch runner for Pierce.
Your attention, please. Pinch hitting for the Redmen, number 18, Graham Wick. And running at first base, Ryan Dalton.
It'll be Ryan Dalton, the pinch runner at first. And the pinch hitter will be Graham Wick. First pitch to Wick, breaking ball in for a strike. Wick, a .323 hitter. 4 home runs, 12 driven in. Now some activity in the Wheaton bullpen as Wick pops this one up middle of the diamond. Drifting under it is the center fielder, Mailman, and he'll make the play for the first out. So Wick flies out to center. Retreating back to first is Dalton. And Karosik
Center fielder, Drew Karosik.
at the plate. Solo home run back in the 7th inning. 1 for 3 today. Pitch by Bear. In there for a strike call. Dalton taking the lead at first, pinch running for Pierce, the catcher. Checked by Bear, and the pitch fouled straight back. Rosick behind now 0-2. Pitch by Bayer, just missing. Oh, called strike 3. Late call by the home plate umpire, Kevin Grossumer.
The right fielder, Jared Knuspel.
Fourth strikeout this afternoon by Bayer. Check that, make it his 5th strikeout of the afternoon. Top of the order we go, 2 out. Knuspel at the plate takes a called strike. Bayer has thrown over 130 pitches here this afternoon. Sails away 1-1. Looking for the complete game victory here in game 1. Grounder up the middle. Be the force out taken by McKenna, the shortstop, and that ends the ball game here in game 1 of our doubleheader. In the 9th for the Redmen, no runs on a hit. 1 man left. Your final in game number 1, Wheaton 9, Carthage 3. The Thunder with 9 runs on 13 hits and 2 errors. Redmen 3 runs, 7 hits, 3 errors. The winner, Dan Bayer, he goes the distance, over 130 pitches today for the victory. The loser, Kevin Tiber, goes 7 innings. Tiber today, 7 innings, 9 hits, 5 runs, 3 of them earned. No walks, a pair of strikeouts. He'll take the loss in game 1 for the Redmen. Your final in game number 1, Wheaton 9, Carthage 3, game 2 in approximately 1/2 hour, scheduled for 3 o'clock. We'll join you back then here at Augie Schmidt Field. John Weiser saying good afternoon from Kenosha.